Okay, you guys, I am so excited to make this video. If you're new here, my name is Cheyenne, and this video is going to be me unboxing and reviewing Molly Burke's new book, which I am so excited about. If you haven't heard, Molly Burke is a disability advocate who is blind, and she recently came out with a book titled Unseen, and I am so excited to read it. And it arrived in the mail today, so I'm gonna unbox it with you guys. And yeah, and then I will probably read it and I will review it for you guys, which obviously I'm not gonna spoil too much because the book just came out. So if you want a bunch of the details, you'll have to buy it for yourself and actually read it. But I will review it and tell you guys if it is definitely worth the read or not, which I think it absolutely will be because Molly is amazing and I'm so excited to read this book. So let's unbox it. Oh, it looks so good. There's Braille on the title. And because Molly is such an inspiration to me, she's one of the first creators on YouTube that I watched that got me into disability advocacy and everything. I did order the signed version, which I am so excited about. Oh, that's actually Molly's signature, which is so crazy. Oh, I'm so excited. I cannot wait to read this book. Oh, I am so excited. This is crazy. Okay. I'm gonna start this tonight, absolutely, for sure. I have to eat dinner first, but then I am gonna be reading this book, you bet. I am so ready to read this book. The cover's so beautiful and everything. She did amazing with the gold. It shines so beautifully in the lighting. And of course, the photography on the cover is amazing. I am so excited. I know I say that too much, but really. Okay, I will be back and I will show you guys when I start reading it. Okay, I know the lighting isn't the best right now, but I got up extra early so that I could start the book. I am just so excited to read this book that I am going to get started extra early. It is literally 6:30 in the morning, and I'm right on top of it. I'm going to start this book, and it's not a very long one, so I'm hoping that if I binge it today, maybe I can finish it by the end of the day. I'm really excited. So let's get started. One more thing before I get reading is that with hardcover books like this, I like to take the cover off because I can't seem to hold the book correctly when I read hardcovers like this, and sometimes I can bend this cover out of place. So I want to keep it as pristine as possible, so I'm going to put this cover in a really safe place while I read the book, and then as soon as I'm done reading the book, I'll put the cover back on and it'll look really nice again. I just don't want anything to happen to the cover of the book because she worked so hard on this and it is so beautiful. that I just want to keep this as pristine as possible. So, yeah, if you're wondering why I'm reading the book without the actual cover on it, that's why. It also comes with a bookmark from the book company that I ordered it from. Just admiring her signature one more time. I absolutely love that. In the beginning, where she dedicates the book to those that have followed her journey and everything, she also mentions that she took accessible features in her book, like choosing Atkinson Hyperlegible, a sans serif font that is more legible for those who are low vision or have print reading disabilities like dyslexia. And I appreciate that so much because in this lighting, I usually can't read books, but I was going to try it anyway, just because I know she had mentioned that the font is technically an easier font to read. And also, she mentioned that the spaces are, I believe, double spaced to make it extra readable as well. And I really, really appreciate that because I am someone who has an extremely hard time seeing fine details in low lighting or darker lighting. It's something that I am really appreciating about this because I had absolutely no trouble reading this page in the lighting that I am in right now, and it's still only not even 7 a.m. yet, so the sun's not fully up, and I'm just reading by a lamp in my room and the little LED lights that I have behind myself, which I can rarely do anymore. I have to usually have the overhead light on to be able to read, but I just really like the atmosphere of a darker toned room and a cozier room when I'm reading. So I just really like that I can still read this even in the lower lighting in my room right now. That is extremely exciting. I really like that, and it gives me a lot of hope for the rest of the book because I am really excited that I'll probably be able to read this even at night going to bed and stuff, which is when I usually can't read it all because then it gets way too dark. But this genuinely seems so much easier to read, and I am so excited. I absolutely love that she made it more accessible to several communities this way, but I am just really appreciating the low visibility aspect of it because I do have low visibility in dark spaces and in low lighting, so this is just absolutely amazing for me. I really appreciate it. I wish a lot more books did this, honestly. If a lot more books came this way, I think I would be reading a lot more again. I used to read so much as a kid, but since I like to read before bed and stuff, it's just something I haven't been able to do in a long time because of the low vision stuff. And yeah, this is already so much easier to read. I'm so excited. And I really hope that maybe more books in the future can pick up on this because I really like this. It's a really good aspect to have in her book. She's really good at making light of her situation, even though it must have been really hard. Well, I finished the first chapter, and it is already so good. It's already so good. Like, she is such an amazing storyteller and author, I guess. It's not even storytelling really because well, it is because it's her story, but like, I don't know, it just feels wrong to say that she's storytelling when she's telling her truth and her story about her life, but she's really good at telling it and surprisingly making light of such a poor situation that was everything that she talks about in the beginning of the book. I don't want to give any spoilers, so um, unfortunately, it just doesn't start off great. She didn't have the greatest start with her diagnosis and everything, but to know that she was resilient through it and somehow made a way to find it a lesson and to come out of it being able to look at it in a lighthearted tone in this way is still amazing. You'd think that she'd have so much more anger or frustration, and it seems like she has some, but it seems like she's worked through it a lot to be able to get where she is today, and I really appreciate that. I like that. I love being able to see the progress in people and see the growth that they've made throughout their life, and you can already see that for her in this first chapter. And I mean, I still have the rest of the book to go, so I can't even imagine what her life has been like and what resilience she's had to have throughout her life. But I am so excited to read the rest of this book. I think I'm even going to turn the camera off for a little while and just really get into it. And I will be back probably in the middle of the book or towards the end of the book to let you guys know how it's going, because I'm going to be binging this today, like absolutely. Okay, so I am not quite halfway through it, but I am a pretty good chunk into the book. And right now, she is talking about a lot of ableism and stuff that she experienced while working with a company. Oh, I guess it's a company, organization, whatever. And just every experience that she had with them was so full of ableism. It's infuriating. Like, I don't want to spoil any details because you really should go and buy this book and support her. It's really well written and she genuinely deserves the support. But oh man, this book is, it's getting my heart rate going because I'm getting so upset for her, for all of the things that she was put through for absolutely no reason. Like, this ableism in the book is for absolutely no reason. These people did her so dirty and they didn't have to. They could have been better. They should have been better. They had absolutely no reason to be as awful as they were to her. I just need to keep reading because I really hope it gets better from here. Because it is so angering reading about this and like just the blatant ableism. Oh, okay, you guys, I just hit halfway through the book. It actually kind of looks like I might have read a little bit more than half, but it's roughly half, and it is so good. I can't even begin to describe how good this book is. She wrote it so well. I love how everything is so detailed, and it's like you can tell she really put her all into this book. I definitely recommend this book. Like, if you're thinking about getting it, I definitely recommend it. It is so worth the read so far. I am back from taking a small nap. It wasn't really a small nap, it was several hours long, but I ended up getting really fatigued after I had to go to the post office really quick today. And so I ended up taking a nap when I got home, and now it is 6:30 p.m. and I will be getting back into the book and hopefully finishing it tonight. I'm really excited. So, yeah, let's get back into it and let's get this book finished so I can give you guys a full review. That's really cute. Oh, that is so cute. This is so cute. Honestly, it seems like she's had a really tough life, but at the same time, it seems like she's gotten such great opportunities along the way as well that I'm just so happy for her, you know? It's just so, it's heartwarming to see that even through all of the tough things she's been through, she's still coming out on top. She's still doing so great for herself, and I love that. Okay, guys, this is it. I'm on the epilogue. I'm at the end of the book. I'm about to finish it. And then it just ends with a glossary of words that you might need to know. And then there's an acknowledgements section. I'm done. I read the whole book and it was so good. I absolutely recommend this to anyone. I absolutely recommend this book. It was so good, so well written. I love how she tells her life story and how much detail she puts into it. I love how much she gets into advocating for herself towards the end of the book and really advocating for the blind community as well. It's just so well put, and you can tell she really thinks highly of her community and wants the best for them and for the entire disabled community as well. It's amazing to have someone so accomplished on our side as disabled people, and I think this book really makes her feel more real, in my opinion, like less of an influencer and more like her, I believe. It seems really well written, and she seems really down to earth throughout the whole thing. I really like her attitude about most of her situations. She really is able to make light of most of her situations, and that's just not a quality that a lot of people have. So it's really refreshing to see that even though life had thrown so many curveballs her way, she never let it get her down, at least not for long. She never let it keep her down. And that's just so important. And I think that it's really inspiring to see someone advocating for the disability community in all the ways that she is, especially because she doesn't just advocate for the blind community, but she also advocates for the disability community in a whole. And I think that's something that we really need. And I think she is definitely one of the people that deserves the spot they've been given and the opportunities that they've been given to put their voice out there. She's definitely doing good work with it, and I definitely recommend this book. So if you're interested in her book, I definitely recommend buying it. I think that you can find it on Amazon, and also she has the links on her social media, so you can always just look up Molly Burke on Instagram or wherever you want to check her out, and I'm sure she has the link listed somewhere. I will probably also leave the Amazon link in my description just in case anyone doesn't want to look too hard for the link or anything. I want to make sure that if anyone wants to get it, they can. Well, thank you for watching my first ever book review. I have no idea if I did good or not. I've never actually reviewed a book before, but I also don't want to give away too many details because it did just come out. So I believe that everyone who wants to know about it really should go get a copy if they can. It's really, really well written, and I really enjoyed reading the entire thing. If there's any other disabled content creators that have written books and you guys want me to do a review of those ones, or even just want me to read them, leave them in the comments below. I would love to check out more books like this. I am really getting into reading books about people's experiences with their disabilities and how they've lived their lives because I want to get a more diverse knowledge about how people experience their disabilities because I want to be as good of an advocate for all disabilities as I can. So I really want to read more stories about the true lives of people with disabilities and get to know a little bit more about what types of disabilities are out there that I may not have even heard of, and tons of stuff like that. I just want to really get into knowing more about the disabled community in general. So if anyone has any book recommendations, please leave them below in the comments. I would so appreciate it. And if you want to check more of my content out, please subscribe. I would appreciate it so much. Thank you again for watching my video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!